Okay, hi guys, welcome back. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Um, so this reading is just gonna be a general reading, okay? I've asked your spirit team to give me any messages that they may have for you guys, and yeah, we'll just see what comes out. So only take what resonates, okay? If it doesn't apply, just let it fly. Trigger warning in advance. I am a light being who works in the shadow realm, so a lot of lower vibrational energy does come up in my reading. So just protect yourself as necessary. Okay? Okay, so I think I'll start with the Dragon's Tarot deck. So I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, staying healthy. That daylight savings time didn't knock you off too bad. Too badly, I should say. Okay, I think I gave that a good 3 shuffle. 3 shuffle. So we have 3 of Swords upright. Some of you guys may be going through heartbreak. Okay. Some type of emotional pain. Some type of disappointment. With these swords pointing down, maybe this heartbreak or disappointment is in relation to some type of lie, some type of deception, some type of illusion. Some of you guys, this may have happened 3 months ago, I'm here. Or 3 years ago. But I feel 3 months is sticking out to me for some reason. For some of you guys, I'm also hearing third party. So some of you guys may be in some type of third party situation, and there's heartbreak related to that as well. Third party can be romantic, but it can also be platonic. Any type of external factor, aside from, I guess, two energies. You get Justice in reverse. Some of you guys may be going through legal issues as well. Some of you guys may feel like an injustice was done against you, or maybe you partook in some type of injustice. Some of you guys may feel like the scales are not balanced. Maybe the scales are kind of like not in your favor. Some of you guys may also feel like an injustice occurred because you gave your power away. This sword here. Or you didn't speak up. Ace of Wands upright. Some of you guys may also want a new beginning. So maybe in relation to some type of emotional pain and an injustice, someone wants to start over, wants a new beginning, wants a passion to be reignited. It could be anything. It could be, you know, a new chapter in life, a new venture, a new hobby, a new job or career, a new relationship, you know, whatever it is, however it resonates for you. But I feel like a fire has been lit within you for whoever it resonates for. Or maybe you just feel really passionate about it. Some of you guys may have a fire highly aspected in your chart as well. Then you have the World as the overall energy. So this is gonna be in relation to a cycle being closed. The world is like kind of like the wheel, and if you've been watching me, you may have heard me talk about Earth School. And so with the world is it's pretty much learning a lesson, learning a life lesson, or completing like a course, quote unquote, or whatever it is that was meant to teach you, and it was for your soul's evolution, meant for you to grow. That's been achieved. So I think that's really positive. Some of you guys may feel like you have to fight and defend a cycle remaining closed. Oftentimes, when cycles are closed, that means that you're shedding an old paradigm. You're shedding an old version of you. So that may include letting people go. Letting situations go, letting habits or addictions, or whatever it is, whatever that was a part of that lesson. You've learned it. So it's time for you to go to the next level. It's time for you to take a new course. It's time for you to, you know what I mean? Instead of taking, I don't know, life 101, now you're going to take life 305, whatever. So, but I say that to say, sometimes people learn at different rates. And when it's time for you to graduate and move to the next course, and move to a different school, or move on to a different venture, some energies may be left behind, and I say that kind of with a grain of salt, because they're not being left behind, so to speak. Everyone learns at a different level. So I feel like if you're comparing yourself to that other energy, you may feel as if you're being left behind, but it's just saying that you still have more to learn. Once you learn whatever it is that Spirit is trying to teach you, then you can graduate just like the person before you. You know what I mean? So you may have to defend, not wanting to remain in life 101, not wanting to remain in a certain course, not wanting to remain in a certain karmic lesson, or remain with certain energies, because those energies don't want to feel left behind, so they're going to cling. But when you graduate, you just do yourself a disservice by not moving on. Yeah, and underneath this is the Hangman. So I feel like, yeah, some of you guys may be enlightened. You've learned. This is double confirmation that you've already learned what Spirit was trying to teach you. Your soul has already evolved. You've already been awakened to certain things that may have normally kept you confused or trapped, may have kept you in a repetitive cycle, continuing to do the same thing over and over. So this is why the world is here, because you've mastered yourself, or you've mastered a situation, you've mastered a lesson. Okay, so that's pretty good, I think. Some of you guys may also like to travel like internationally. Some of you guys may feel like now that you've completed a certain milestone in life, you can now see the world more in a literal sense. You can you can travel more. Maybe that's a part of your passion as well, or it may be something that you're interested in, something that sparked your interest is to travel more. I'm going to clarify this Three of Swords. Some of you guys may be seeing 333 a lot. 333 can symbolize, your spirit team being around you. comforting you, especially in relation to maybe a heartbreak. Your spirit team guiding you through this next chapter. Now that the cycle is closed, some of you guys may feel like, okay, now what? What's my next challenge? What's my next lesson? What am I supposed to do now? So your spirit team is here to guide you and order your footsteps on your path. I say that because there's 3 of Cups in reverse and 3 of Pentacles upright, and then 3 of Swords, so 3, 3, 3. Some of you guys may no longer want to be in a third-party situation. I feel like it's split. Some of you guys may no longer want to be a part of third-party situation, and others of you guys want to collaborate with this 3 of Pentacles. You want to join up. You want to team up and create something. And maybe this is why the heartbreak is here, or this emotional discord, this uncomfortability. I think that's a word. This feeling of feeling disappointed or hurt in any way. I think it may stem from one faction of energy may no longer want to celebrate, may no longer want to commune and partake in something anymore with the world, and then the other faction wants that collaboration, and this is where the discord is coming in. I just saw Judgment peek its head out. So some of you guys may, Justice and Judgment, some of you guys may be going through a dark night of the soul as well. And that can be an indicator of becoming more awakened, answering your calling, switching from living in your South Node, which is like dealing with a lot of karmic energy, and karmic meaning learning a lot of life lessons, maybe tough lessons, dealing with past life karma, maybe paying off karmic debt. That all happens when you're living in your South Node. But once you learn the lesson, once you master yourself, and once you pay off any karmic debt, whether that's in this lifetime or your past life, then you switch into your North Node. Your North Node is when you are on your life's purpose. You're moving forward. You no longer have to deal with karmic situations or karmic energies or anything like that. You start to walk on the path that leads you to why you were sent here in the first place. Why you reincarnated here. What's your soul's mission? So yeah, you may feel a calling to self-evaluate that. I think I already shuffled this 3 times, but I'll do it again. There's 2 swords. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, okay, I was feeling that. So this is confirmation of that negative karma that I was feeling. Maybe paying some karmic debts, living in your South Node, for whoever it resonates for. Some of you guys may feel, dissatisfied, feel kind of just I don't know. It's just like I don't necessarily feel the energy is pain, like of heart, like a heartbreak, but I think it's more of it may be, but I'm also getting more of a disappointment type of energy. So that may be in relation to past life, karmic debt, or this life karmic debt, choices that were made. Some of you guys may feel like the universe is not supporting you right now. The wheel is turned against your favor. But I would say, just, always remember that the wheel is constantly turning. And as long as you're healing and learning whatever it is that the divine is teaching you, you can allow yourself to get back up to the top of the wheel. I would say that coincides with the world though. So let's say if you understand the course, you understand the lesson, the life lesson, you understand, whatever it is that your soul may have missed the first time, but you still choose to stay in that class, stay in that course, stay in that cycle, stay in dealing with energies that may, hinder your soul's evolution, then that just prolongs the wheel of fortune remaining in reverse. Because I feel like if you do that, you're telling the universe that you don't want to leave that course. You want to stay and be left back, so to speak. Sometimes in school, some students have to repeat a grade. I feel like that's the equivalent to wanting to stay in environments, or stay in a way of thinking, stay in a way of being, stay in a way of acting that is not in your highest good. I feel like that's the equivalent to a student who just didn't want to learn. But yeah, I feel like this being in this being in your south node, for whoever resonates for, I feel like it's calling you a lot of pain and disappointment. And you may not be feeling well. You may be sick as well, for whoever resonates for. Some of you guys may be dealing with a lot of health issues. You may feel like you can't rest. You don't sleep well at night. Some of you guys feel like may feel vulnerable. Maybe you can't meditate. You don't have peace of mind. Maybe you don't know how to meditate. Some of you guys feel ungrounded as well. And this is I feel maybe some of you guys have trouble sleeping because of this pain and disappointment. Ace of Pentacles on the back of the deck, clarifying the Three of Swords. Somebody's heartbroken about some type of offer that is coming in, or that already came in, or that they want to come in. Yeah. So, with this swords energy, I would say maybe it has to do a lot with maybe the mind and communication. Some of you guys may feel like you can't sleep until you some of you guys may actually not want to spend time alone, or have downtime. You may not want to relax. You may not want to sleep. Some of you guys may actually be having bad dreams and nightmares. But for others of you, you may not want to spend time alone. You may not want to meditate. You may not want to sit still, I'm hearing, because you don't want to self-reflect on maybe whatever this negative karma is with these swords here. Maybe some type of lie or an illusion, and then you see the Two of Swords being closed off, being blocked off, being in denial. So I feel like some of you guys may not want to reflect on, past deeds or negative energy that was sent out. You want to be closed off to it. But I would say, it's definitely difficult to do shadow work And it's definitely difficult to look at ourselves in the mirror, especially if we have not portrayed ourselves to act in our highest form. But that's necessary. You kind of have to shine a light in the darkness in order to see within that darkness, see what's in there, uncover what's in the deep recesses of your mind, uncover those inner wounds, those childhood traumas, uncover those those repressed emotions that are deep within you. Explore your shadow side so you can understand it. Once you understand your shadow side, once you understand your dark side, you can then mesh it with the light side, and that's how you remain balanced. That's how you gain control of yourself. That's how you gain control of, your own mind, your own spirit. And I would say that also will help you heal. That also will help you heal, whether that's physically, because then as you are doing self-reflection, as you're doing that shadow work, you'll become less stressed. You'll start to understand yourself a little bit more. You'll start to go to therapy. Maybe you'll start to, eat better. Maybe you'll start to exercise, and then that'll help you sleep more, because then you can have more of a peace of mind, because then you can say, okay, I'm making progress. I understand things now. I can do better now, which all leads back to the world. The whole purpose is learning ourselves, allowing our souls to evolve, growing and ascending. So yeah, I feel like doing that shadow work, looking at past deeds, will assist in healing you, not only physically, but also emotionally. It'll help heal, any broken hearts, any disappointments, any bitterness. So simultaneously, you'll be healing physically, emotionally, spiritually, and you'll be fulfilling whatever it is that you need to do to clear out any karmic debt, so that the wheel can turn back in your favor while closing out a cycle. So I feel like it's a 3-piece, but it all starts with it all starts with healing. You have to be willing to look at yourself. Okay, let's see what this justice is. This is justice. I can never remember if I shuffle these 3 times or not. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Sorry. So some of you guys may be facing a lot of delays, maybe in relation to some type of legal situation, or if that doesn't resonate, if you're not dealing with a legal situation, you may just feel like part of this negative karma is to face delays or have things stagnant. Things are no longer moving forward for you. You've pretty much stopped on your path, stopped on your journey. Ten of Wands in reverse. Some of you guys may feel like just giving up, maybe giving up on life, surrendering. Everything may feel super heavy. It's too stressful. It's too much for you to bear. Dealing with, you may feel like the scales are just too heavy on one side. Wow, this Ace of Pentacles will not go anywhere. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it's still at the bottom of the deck. It was the overall energy for Three of Swords and for Justice in reverse. Some of you guys may feel like, I don't know, maybe a legal situation is not going in your favor and that's why you may want to give up. Or maybe it's stalled. You know, there's no movement in it. It's taking too long. Ten of Wands in reverse can sometimes be seen as relief. But next to the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and with Justice in reverse, I feel like, yeah, for it resonates for you, you just feel maybe hopeless. Or you're just tired. I feel like for whoever I'm speaking to, you're just tired. Maybe not just physically as well with this Four of Swords in reverse, but you're definitely tired emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. That's why I feel like some of you guys are going through a dark night of the soul. But I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, you may feel tired now. You may feel like, you know, the world is against you. You're going through a lot of negativity and maybe you feel like you don't see a way out or you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You feel like there's no progress being made. Maybe things are becoming more repetitive. But with this world upright, I feel like if forever it resonates for, if you can continue to heal and push through, follow your intuition and follow what your guides are trying to teach you. Focus on, you know, going back to the basics, you know, healing anything that needs to be healed within you. And if you push through, you can come out on the other side of that having closed out a cycle. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you know, this has been a tough cycle for you. This has been a tough life lesson. And this may have been a life lesson that you've needed you've had to repeat a couple times as well. This isn't Akashic, but I'm kind of getting that. Like whoever I'm speaking to, whatever you may be dealing with, is something that you've had to do over and over and over. Whether that's dealing with energies or whether it's a certain situation. Maybe there's a particular pitfall that your soul has just not been able to overcome. So I feel like maybe you shouldn't give up just quite yet for whoever I'm speaking to. Because you know, giving up, that's not gonna solve anything, you know. So I would say just heal and have hope that, like I said, on the other side of that, you would have evolved. You'll come out stronger, more wiser, more enlightened, more awakened. And yeah, it may lead to a new beginning for you. Some of you guys may also be realizing that, you know, a new beginning, Ace of Wands, it may not be what you initially wanted, but that may change as well. Sometimes, especially when we're living in our South Node, what we think we want, what we think we desire, what we think we want our lives to be, is totally different from what it actually could be or would be once we switch into our North Node. Because you, like I said, you once you actually heal and, you know, start walking in your life purpose, you may notice that what you thought you wanted, you no longer want. And that just means that, yeah, you've evolved. Okay. Ace of Wands. Spirit. Okay. Some of you guys may actually find your passion for life again. You know, if you can release whatever may be holding you down, you know, overcome heartbreak, overcome any, you know, legalities or, you know, injustices or karmic debts, you may find that you have a passion for life again. Nine of Swords in reverse. This is confirmation. Some of you guys are not sleeping. With it in reverse, Nine of Swords upright is maybe anxiety, worry, and stress. But with it in reverse, I feel like some of you guys may... I don't know. I feel like this may be just like a little bit of paranoia. I don't know. I don't know if it's yeah, it could, Nine of Swords in reverse can be extreme fear, extreme worry, extreme, you know. Why is that? What are you doing? I don't see my cat. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, so I don't know if it's extreme worry or I feel like bad dreams, nightmares. Maybe some of you guys feel haunted. Because I see this as, this is like a ghost. Well, it can be seen as a ghost, but I view this depiction as this is her higher self. You know, but just like a little bit more 3D-ish. Yeah, I don't know. Ten of Cups in reverse. Aw, some of you guys feel like... Some of you guys may actually be in a same-sex relationship. But, I feel like some of you guys feel like you're not gonna have like your happiness, your soul fulfillment. You're not gonna have, you know, joy, peace, tranquility, harmony. Maybe some of you guys feel like you're not gonna have a house or a stable family, a stable foundation, genuine love, companionship, friendship, bonds, trust, loyalty. All that comes with the Ten of Cups. So maybe some of you guys either feel like you lost it or you're not gonna have it. With this Ace of Wands upright though, I feel like some of you guys feel like that's not available to you anymore, and this is why you want a new start. And this is also stressing you out. The fact that you believe that you won't have a 10 cups, or the fact that you feel like you lost the 10 cups, is really stressing someone out, keeping them up at night. And the idea of that is haunting someone. Or the idea of, maybe for whoever resonates for, some of you guys feel like if you or another person has this Ace of Wands, closes out a cycle, they will no longer have the Ten of Cups, and they will be constantly in worry and fear if someone were to have a new beginning. Page of Cups has the overall energy. Someone wants to provide some type of emotional offering. Pages are also they can be seen as a little, when I say immature, it's not a dig, or it's not a negative thing, but pages are just, they're novices. They don't know, they still have things to learn. They still have to mature. Page of Cups as opposed to a King of Cups. King of Cups is an emotional, has emotional intelligence, and they have control of their emotions. They understand them, and they know how to, you know, communicate about them. With a Page of Cups though, a page is still pretty young. Someone may be hesitant about this as well, this emotional offering. But I was gonna say, you know, even if you forever resonates for it, even if you feel like, you know, someone may have a new start, or cycles are closing out, things are ending, things are changing, things are evolving. Like I said, you know, everybody has the same capability to evolve. Everybody has the same capability to heal. Everybody has the same capability to change and, you know, go into their North Node if they choose. And the way you do that is not worrying about, you know, what you may lose, but you should think about and focus on what you can gain. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, I would just say that what you know, focus on what your own soul can accomplish, what your own soul can achieve. Focus on closing out cycles. Focus on breaking generational curses. Focus on building better environments, creating a new paradigm for future generations. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oops. I don't know what I'm doing. um I'm trying to see if I wanted to clarify this Nine of Swords. I think I will. Spirit resistance swords, just really quickly. Switch decks. Let's put the deck on a Queen of Cups in reverse. What's this one? I'm just curious. Ah, okay. So you get Seven of Swords upright, clarifying the Nine of Swords in reverse. So yeah, someone is really paranoid or haunted about some type of trickery, deception. And this is why someone feels something is not going to work. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Something may not work anymore. This Ten of Cups, this happily ever after that someone feels like, is not going to work out because someone feels that they were too deceptive, and this is keeping someone haunted. They're haunted by this deception, and now you know, they still want a new beginning though, but maybe maybe someone wants to start over because something didn't work, because there was a lot of deception, because someone feels haunted about it. Yeah, okay. Okay. I just wanted to clarify that because I feel like Nine of Swords in reverse can mean multiple things sometimes. If y'all know what I'm talking about. I have so many cards. Okay. So this is the health deck, and then I'll pull a little bit of traditional, I think. And then we get you a spirit guide card, and then maybe a mystic. How long is this? I don't even know how long I've been recording. Okay, maybe not too long. Spirit, any messages you want to provide for your people? Okay. But yeah, maybe just for whoever resonates for, take your time, just focus on healing, and the rest will follow. You know, the rest will follow. I feel. I don't know if did I already cut this? Cut it. You need to cut it. Okay, Narcissist came out on the back of the deck. So maybe for some of you guys, this will be one of the. I feel like this is. Remember that generational curse that I spoke of, or when I talked about how you know, your soul may have struggled with a particular lesson or a particular issue, a particular pitfall in multiple lifetimes, and maybe multiple times in this lifetime as well. I feel like that relates to narcissism. Some of you guys, you know, you can look it up, you can do your own research, but I feel like you know, a lot of times narcissists don't even realize that they are narcissists, that they are that way. But I feel like the way you can tell is how you interact with others, and it would be in relation to how you interact with others, but also like how you treat yourself or how you view yourself. That's a better way to say it. So I would say narcissism is in the lane of walking in your ego and solely your ego, walking in your shadow. It's always about what I want. It's always about what I need. It's always about how I can get, how I can attain, how I can one up or whatever it is. And whenever you come across an energy, you may feel this uncontrollable desire to control that energy, to manipulate that energy, to dominate that energy. In order to maintain, you know, a type of, I don't know, world that you've created in your mind, in order to maintain a certain environment that you desire. So I would say if that resonates for you, maybe kind of look into it a little bit and see, you know, how that may apply to you, how you may have exhibited narcissistic traits in your life. And, you know, if you choose, you know, maybe practice releasing that, practice healing, so you can overcome. A lot of times narcissism is taught. So for whoever resonates for it, you know, you may have grown up in a narcissistic environment, may have, you know, had parents that had narcissistic tendencies, may have had parents that maybe portrayed themselves, maybe acted in a way that exhibited conditional love as opposed to unconditional love, meaning that you may have only felt appreciated, loved, supported. You may have only felt like proud of yourself, or they may have only shown pride for you or about you whenever something was done, whenever something was given, whenever something was whenever that person had their way. Essentially, that would be a narcissistic trait. And any time that an energy bucks against the system or chooses to do something their own way, or, you know, wants to do something differently, and it goes against what the narcissist wants, there's normally a consequence to that. So, you know, it could be, you know, parental, you know, maybe you get the silent treatment, maybe you just feel the energy, maybe the vibe is off, or it could be in romantic situations. Maybe you don't, you decide not to talk to someone anymore, or for a few days, or, you know, teach them a lesson, or it could be in a job. You know, you get extra assignments or extra tasks, or you're no longer, you receive sharp criticism, you know, whatever, however it resonates for you guys. But I'm just giving examples off the top of my head on how people can display narcissism. So I would just say, yeah, like I said, just maybe do some self-reflection if you feel like you may carry narcissistic traits. I feel it stems from this desire to control, you know, because a lot of times narcissists, they feel like they don't have control over themselves, deep within, you know. They may not show it, but usually they feel like they can't control themselves, or they may feel insecure about certain things. And so in order to compensate for that, they try and strive to control others and dominate others. And it can be, you know, it can be hard to spot sometimes, but yeah. The flip side to that, some of you guys may feel like you may be dealing with narcissists or narcissism. Um, and you may feel like it's very draining to deal with them as well, because narcissists, you know, like I said, they walk in their ego, so they only really care about what they want. So you may feel like your needs aren't being met. You may feel like you know, you're being ignored, or you know, you're being, you know, quote unquote punished, or you know, you may feel like you have to constantly provide something. You know, it can be something materially, it could be just energy itself, you know. And you just give, and the narcissist will take. But then it's easy to neglect your own needs, because in anything it should always be an equal give and take. So I would say, if you are dealing with narcissism, maybe just take a step back and pull your energy back, focus on yourself, and maybe set some boundaries with that person or with that energy. I would say they're definitely not going to like it, because one thing a narcissist does not like is not getting their way. If you feel like that's what you need to do, if you feel like that's the best thing for you to do, then I would say consider that. Okay, that was a long explanation. Manipulation. So that kind of ties into what I just talked about with the narcissism. Some of you guys just may have a tendency to manipulate situations, or have a desire to manipulate situations in order for things to go into your favor. But I would say just be careful of that, because you don't want to manipulate yourself into a situation that you can't get out of, with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, with this Justice in reverse, with this Nine of Swords in reverse. You know, you don't want to create situations to where, you know, manipulation is not built on a solid foundation. It's not built on truth. It's not built on honor and integrity. So eventually it's going to collapse. So, you know, if you build a tower, if you build a castle on a foundation full of manipulation, it just takes one truth to come in and wiggle its way in. It takes one energy to become aware that they're being manipulated. It just takes one, you know, time for someone to say, you know, enough. You know what I'm saying? And then everything just falls apart. And then you don't ever want to be looked at in the light as a manipulator. Okay, so just always try to walk with integrity. I feel that, again, a little bit ties to the narcissism. People tend to try to manipulate situations because they feel like they don't have control over something, or they want to have a control over a narrative or something like that, or over an energy. And some of you guys may be Mani or Imani, but yes. What was I saying? Yeah, you just try not to you always want to let things flow. You know, you never want to try to control things too much, because the more you try to control, the more things will kind of go haywire, because you're trying to put your hands in too many things at one time. Eventually something is going to slip. I don't know, I'm being shown like a balloon with too much air in it, or too much, like a hot air balloon, and it just swells and swells and swells till it bursts. I feel like that's kind of symbolizing, the need to manipulate and the need to control. The more energy you put into trying to control something, the more just it becomes too full, too rigid. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense, but that's kind of how I'm viewing it. Okay. To the flip side of the manipulation, similar to what I said, just kind of pull your energy back and set boundaries. Don't allow yourself to be manipulated in any way, because it's all in the mind anyway. Suppress trauma. So this is confirmation of what I said earlier about doing shadow work. I feel like this manipulation and this narcissism ties into suppressed trauma. You may try to figure out, once let's say this resonates for you, and you start to do your shadow work, you start to heal, you start to look at the inner recesses of your mind. You start to ask yourself why you do the things you do, why do you say the things that you say, why do you act the way that you act. You may notice that a lot of it stems from suppressed trauma. And a lot of times when people have gone through trauma, they never took the time to heal. Again, they'll just, they'll act in a way that they just want to manipulate and control other energies or other people, other situations, because at one point in time in their life, they may have had their own control taken away from them. They may have felt like they couldn't control a situation, or they didn't have control. Maybe someone had too much control over them when this trauma happened, And so, there's always a bit of overcompensation for that. But you always want to just heal, because you don't want to project your trauma onto other people. I don't know why I'm hearing supper. Some of you guys may call dinner supper. Some of you guys may actually be eating dinner while you're watching this. But yeah, I would just say start with healing and go from there. Start, inner childhood wounds and trauma and stuff like that. Things that may have happened in your youth. Things also, a lot of times, suppressed trauma, like I mentioned, a lot of times things happen out of our control, especially if you're a child. A child is vulnerable. A child is defenseless. So, that's nothing to be ashamed of or anything like that. Just, you just, heal from it. And let's say if you have your own children, you teach them how to be a high vibrational being. And eventually, hopefully the Earth's vibration will rise enough to where trauma will be non-existent. That may be a little idealistic of me, but that's what I believe. Okay. Let's see. Let's get some. Oh, I didn't. I think we're okay. Let's see. It's an hour. I think we're okay with traditional. Maybe I'll just pull like one. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what what I want to do sometimes. Let's see. Let's just see what comes out. have such a hard time shuffling these. Don't ask me why. But I do like to give them a good shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull out like one. I'm kind of tired now. Strict Mother came out. So I feel like that kind of goes back to everything, kind of ties in. But some of you guys may have a mother that may be a little bit strict, maybe, you know, may show narcissistic tendencies. Some of you guys may have grown up in a strict household. Strict meaning that there were a lot of rules. You were expected to behave a certain way. You were expected to think a certain way. You were expected to speak a certain way. And this may have restricted your own soul's growth, your own soul's expression, your own uniqueness, your own way of being. And so maybe for some of you guys, while you are learning life lessons and evolving, you are learning who you are now. You know, maybe you never knew who you were because you were taught to be a certain way, or because you felt like you had to be a certain way. You had to portray yourself to be a certain way. You had to manipulate. You had to, you know, suppress things that hurt you, suppress things that actually traumatized you. You know what I mean? And it may be due to a strict household or a strict parental figure. Some of you guys may feel like that you were never able to express things to a mother figure. You were never able to just be who you were. And you know, for whoever resonates for, if this resonates for you, and there is a mother figure who is strict, a lot of times this is passed down. This may also tie into that narcissism, that generational curse. This mother figure may have had a strict mother herself, and this is why you know, and it's a cycle. It just passes down. I want to say in the military. Some of you guys may have military or law enforcement, some type of authority in your family. Maybe you were born into some type of privilege or power, and this can also contribute to, you know, a certain strictness, a certain way of being. You're expected to be this way. You're expected to act this way. But I would say forever resonates for the flip side to that. Let's say if I am speaking to a mother figure, or let's say I'm speaking to someone who is a strict parent to their own kids, I would just say be careful of that, because you never want to stifle your own child's development. You never want to stifle your own child's uniqueness and growth, personality, thoughts, ways of being. Because if you feel like you want to stifle it because you want them to behave a certain way, I feel like that's just displaying even more narcissistic tendencies. Okay? All right, let's see. Wow, okay, this came out. Some of you guys may be queer or questioning as well. I just kind of did like that. Some of you guys may be questioning your sexuality. I would say, I don't know where I'm getting this, but obviously not everybody who is a part of the LGBTQI plus community or QIA plus community had trauma. I'm not saying that, but I feel like some of you guys may be, only this is super specific, only take it if it resonates. Some of you guys may be questioning your sexuality, maybe because of some type of trauma that happened to you. So I feel like if you've always been questioning your sexuality, and you feel like it's in relation to a trauma, that would be a good starting point. Healing that, uncovering that, investigating that, looking into that, talking about it, maybe seeking some type of therapy, self-evaluation. Again, it goes back to that maybe some of you guys don't want to look into, you know, things that you've suppressed subconsciously. But I feel like I mentioned early in the beginning of the reading, once you start to do that, you can understand yourself better, and then maybe, you know, you will shift out of the questioning part and actually know yourself better, know what you want, know know what you like or what you don't like. You know what I mean? Some of you guys may be going into higher education as well. Some of you guys, yeah, that's, I was gonna say, I was gonna say some of you guys may be interested in higher education, but I literally just said that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired, but yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's get some. Let's get some spirit guide cards or card just to see, and then I'll wrap up with an oracle. Spirit, cards that you can provide. Okay, let's see. We have the spirit animal of squirrel. So this work and play. It says balance, gather and gift, saving, natural charm and entertainment, hidden treasure, sanctuary, and mystique. So some of you guys may feel like you don't have a sanctuary, an inner sanctuary. Sanctuary meaning a place where you feel safe, where you feel loved, where you feel maybe consider home. Where you can kind of unwind, where you can be vulnerable, where you can relax. So some of you guys may just be in search of that. And that may have to do with this Ten of Cups in reverse. You know, like I said, you just don't, maybe you don't feel accepted anywhere. Some of you guys may actually have natural charm and you're a natural entertainer as well. But I feel like Spirit is saying you can call on the spirit animal, the squirrel, to help you balance out work and play. Some of you guys may actually be focused on saving as well. But yeah, maybe just don't be too hard on yourself, you know? Even if you're going through a hard time, just take little, where you can, enjoy life in the little areas that you can, you know? You get the spirit animal of octopus. It says use intellect. So it says use intelligence and stealth and camouflage, think before acting, mystery of the unknown, flexibility, creativity and psychic ability, willpower and focus, seizing the moment, regeneration and awareness. So maybe you can call on the spirit animal of the octopus, especially if you feel like you need to be, if you're in a situation where stealth and camouflage is required or is necessary. Definitely always think before you act, I feel like Spirit is saying. And you just want to be flexible. That flexibility is coming into where I talked about control, where you feel like you need to control everything and everyone. You know, you're just operating against the universe when you try to control everything, especially if it's something that's not in your power. And you're trying to make it be in your power, it'll just expand too much to where it pops, you know, kind of like a rubber band. You know, you're trying to extend your talents and you try to extend your energy in too many places. Eventually it's gonna snap, you know what I mean? And then you're gonna lose all control essentially. Some of you guys may also want to work on your creativity and willpower and focus. I would say call on the willpower and focus energies, especially when it comes into closing cycles and having a new beginning. And then with regeneration and awareness, I feel like that applies to this Four Swords. Maybe just take time to heal, take time to get healthy, take time to become more enlightened, become more aware, especially if it comes into relation to healing a heartbreak or disappointment. Okay. All right, let's see. I think I'll do a Mystic Oracle and then we'll close out. This is Spirit. I like these cards, but they're kind of hard to hard to bend. You know. Okay. Let's see. You get life review. Wow. Okay, yeah. This is gonna be in relation to, yeah, just reviewing yourself, reviewing your life. I feel like this is in relation to your past, present, and future with these 3 faces here. So Spirit is calling you to just take time, stop, reflect. This is like a checkpoint. I saw Judgment peek out, but it didn't come out all the way. But this would be equivalent to the Judgment card. Learn, taking stock of your life, where you are, where you want to be, how you got to where you are. You know, if you're, and then maybe if you're dissatisfied, how to continue moving forward. Candle went up. Ow! Y'all just burnt the crap out of my hands. And don't touch hot ceramic, guys. Okay. Yeah, I feel like during this life review or during this reflection, you know, while you may be figuring out, you know, what it is you want to do, how you want to go from here, Spirit will lead you and guide you down to that pathway that you see, this doorway here, you know, so you can continue to move forward. This is a 36. Some of you guys may be 36 years old. This also breaks down to a 9. And 9 is the 10. 9 is 10's predecessor. So 10 would be the world, a cycle completed, a lesson learned, an achievement, you know. And then 9 is like right before that, so a cycle almost being closed. So some of you guys may just be at that precipice. That's why I said I don't think for forever resonates for. I don't think you should give up now. I feel like you're pretty close to getting past this last hurdle maybe. Some of you guys may like nature, may like plants. Some of you guys may like to wear like plaits in your hair. Aw, and then it says taking back your power, 35. Wow, 35 to 36. This is a progression. Yeah, you guys are just moving forward. Maybe with this 9 of Pentacles in reverse, you feel like you're not moving forward in life. But I feel like Spirit is saying you're right where you need to be. Even if you feel like you've hit setbacks, even if you feel like you've hit delays, that was necessary for your soul's growth. That was necessary so you can, you know, evolve and ascend, become enlightened. And so with this 35 to 36, I feel like this is confirmation that things are progressing for you on a grander scale, even if you feel like you can't see it, or even if you feel like it's not. Yeah, so I feel like with taking back your power, Spirit is just saying willpower and focus with this octopus spirit animal. Spirit is really emphasizing, you know, maybe just closing, you know, if you feel called to close out a cycle, or, you know, set boundaries, especially when it comes to, you know, maybe lower vibrational energy, narcissism, manipulation, stuff like that. Go ahead and take back your power, because people will only do what you allow them to do. Yeah, some of you guys may be 35 or 36. 35 breaks down to an 8. So not only do we have the progression of 35 to 36, but we also have the progression from 8 to 9 to 10. Which I think is pretty cool. Okay, let's see. 35. It says, part of keeping yourself small can be a hesitancy to speak your truth. Instead, you stay silent in an effort to keep the peace and minimize conflict. It says speaking up means being true to yourself and taking back your power. Maybe you are scared of making a mistake, of making some changes, or finding yourself alone. It says the taking back of your power card appears when you need to Say something you've been wishing to verbalize for a long time. Remember who you truly are, for your soul knows that if you speak, your truth will not only survive, but it will thrive. It says express how you feel even if you are scared or you run the risk of losing your spirit. So I feel like Spirit is saying, for whoever resonates for it, some of you guys may not like to speak up, or your throat chakra is been blocked. I feel like part of that, for whoever resonates for, part of the hesitancy to speak up for yourself has been due to upbringing and due to fear of not being accepted. But I feel like Spirit is saying, each time that you minimize your own self, your thoughts, your true desires, each time you decide to hold back, I'm busy. Get down. Thank you. Each time you do that, though, you diminish your own spirit. It's like you each time you do that, you're telling yourself, it's like you don't care about yourself, or you feel like you're not worth it. And that's never true. You should always care about yourself. You should always put yourself first. Not to the point of narcissism, obviously. Because I feel like narcissism is tied to manipulation, and it's tied to a need to control. But I'm talking about a healthy love of yourself, self-love, to where, you protect yourself and you want what's best for yourself. Not at the expense of other people, but enough to where you can pull your energy back if needed. It's all about balance, okay? Okay, 36, life review. It says, there is strong triple goddess energy to this image. The representation of the maiden, mother, and crone informs the stages you go through on your life journey. The young, optimistic child, the mature and grounded adult, and finally, the wise elder. It says, many metaphysical texts state that when you leave your earthly body, you are given a life review and shown exactly how you made others feel throughout your journey on earth, with a particular focus on how kindly you treated others. Earthly achievements such as awards, prestige, and money are not valued. Rather, it is about how much you helped your fellow travelers. However, the help you offer needs to be freely given and should not exhaust you or make you feel resentful. You must learn to tell the difference. Choose experiences that bring you joy. When planning the future, keep your focus on being kind to yourself and others. Okay? So that just goes back to what I said. It's all about balance. You want to, value yourself and care about yourself, but also value and care about other people as well. I feel like Spirit is saying material things they don't matter in the grand scheme of things. The universe is big and wide. The spirit world, there's so many different realms and so many things to experience that our human minds can't even imagine. And when you die, obviously, none of that stuff goes with you. So I feel like Spirit is saying what's valued is, what's valued is your soul's aura. What's valued is the light that you carry, the help that you provide individuals, not necessarily materially, but help as far as helping other people become enlightened, helping other people overcome challenges, helping other people to see their worth, helping other people to just learn and grow. I feel those are the things that are truly valued. Okay, I think that's all I have for you guys. I hope this was helpful. So just remember, take your time, okay? Wherever you are on your journey, just be easy on yourself and try to just take care of yourself, take care of your health, drink water, all that good stuff. Yeah, hoping you guys have a good and happy day or night whenever you see this, and hope that you continue to walk in peace, love, and light.